Yo, what's good, my fellow Hollows? It's your boy, the Hollow Panther, coming at you with another amazing What If. And yes, this is gonna be part two of What If Deku was the son of Aquaman. Before I start, please check out the explain video for part one of What If Deku was the son of Aquaman. Because in this recap, I'm gonna say the recap a little bit differently. If you only just saw part one of the series, you'd be a little bit confused why I'm saying this recap like this. So I'm gonna give you a quick recap what happened in part one on the new part one of What If Deku was the son of Aquaman. So we start with both Deku, both Izuku Curry and Arthur Curry Jr.'s birth. So Aquaman took both of them to a front of Atlantis and gave them names. And during the year, Aquaman trained both Deku and Arthur Curry and his son AJ, and taught him everything he knows. And of course, and Calder also trained both Izuku and AJ. And AJ has the same abilities as his father. And for Izuku, he has the ability of his father and his mother. Hold on. So Izuku had the ability of his father and his mother. So he was well skilled with water and ice manipulation because of his mother's side of his abilities, and he became a great warrior. And Aquaman gave him the mantle of Aquaman, but AJ was upset. Like, he thought because he was the first born child who got out of the womb first, because both Izuku and Arthur Curry Jr. are twins, but Arthur Curry or AJ came out first, so he's the older twin. So they did the answer to them. Deku saved Asui from the 0 Point robot, and they did the quirk assessment the quirk assessment test, and Arthur Curry Jr. replaced not Sarah. The Stacey showed you the replace Ayama. I'm sorry for all the Ayama fans. I chose Curry Jr. to place him. So, and after that, Manila got expelled. Then the place in Manila was Nisa Monoma. Of course, Toru was replaced by Kendo. So that's it for. And they did the hero versus villain attack. Deku and Monoma was in the same team, and they won their match. And AJ and Yari were also in the same team, and they also won their match as well, because AJ meant his super strength and training with his father and Cowder. So that's it for the recap. I'm gonna give y'all part two of What If Deku was the son of Aquaman. So the story we left off with both Izuku and Arthur Curry Jr. training and doing some night training. He said, "Come on, Izuku, how you supposed to be strong, be the next Aquaman if you can't even beat me?" Said, "Okay, all right, bro. Take this." He's throwing his two warrior swords, try to slash at AJ. AJ said, "Not bad, but not good enough." He punched him dead in his face, pushing Izuku back a bit. He got his footing, then made a huge whirlpool and threw it at AJ. Like, AJ was twirling in the whirlpool, then fell back a bit, like, like, man, no fair, Zuki. You always, it's no fair, because you don't, I can't use our mother's water manipulation. Like, too bad. Then he hit, then he throws the water into ice. Like hey, AJ said, hey, what the hell is that for? Izuku said, and Izuku said, do, do you, do you, do you admit to defeat AJ? Fine, I admit the, I admit defeat. Don't let me out, bro. He said, okay. Then you let him out. Then you turn the ice back into water. He said, there we go. Show off. Like he gave then Zuki grabbed, offered his hand, and then AJ grabbed it and said, thanks, man. All right, it should be enough. It should be enough for training. We should head back to Atlantis and get some rest for school tomorrow. He said, all right. So they skipped to the next day, the second day of school. As I was explaining what they did wrong or and right in the hero versus villain test, and he told, "Hey, all right, this is gonna be the most important part you ever did in your careers." Everybody was sweating bullets. He said, "Choosing a class representative." Everybody sighed like, "Oh, it's just regular school stuff." So everybody was saying, I want to be class representative. I want to be class president. I want to be vice president. All that. And AJ said, "Okay, enough arguing. We'll just do a diplomatic way and do a vote. Just vote for it." You'll say, I would agree with AJ. I agree with AJ. We should do this diplomatically and vote for. So everybody agrees. Say, okay, let's vote. So, like in canon, both Zuku and Zuku Curry and Momo Rozu were. Zuku was the last president, and Rozu was the vice president. He said, "Oh, that's a." Bakugo snapped that at him. Like, okay, who voted for the redhead? Who voted for the Who voted for the excuse me. Who voted for the fish freak? Carmenard said, "What? Hey, what do you expect us to do? Vote for you?" Like he sat down soaking. Like suddenly, AJ came to Bakugo and punched him straight in his face, saying, "Don't insult us again, all right?" And Bakugo said, "You bastard!" Like, "You fish bastard!" Like, I thought deactivated Bakugo's quirk there. That's enough. That's enough, you. That's enough, you too. And Bakugo said, "Why didn't you deactivate his quirk?" And AJ said, "How many times I have to tell you, Bakugo? I don't have a quirk. Well, I have. These are my powers. This isn't a quirk. It's an ability that all me and my brother both have, and every Atlantean has. The ability to breathe through water, immense strength, and probably the only person who have water and ice manipulation is my mother and Izuku. Only other Atlanteans only have water manipulation." So calm down already. So you got to the end of the day to finalize your choice of class president, and vice president. Then they're doing the regular school stuff. Then lunch came. Zuko and his group of friends were sitting down eating lunch. Zuko said, "Okay, who voted for me? I wasn't expecting to be class president." So he said, "Yeah, Rabbit, I did, because I think how you and Monoma then the hero versus villain test was pretty amazing. And you had the act of a true leader. Like oh, thank you. And Kirishima would say, yeah, yeah, Curry, bro. I also voted for you. I'm saying, I'm saying, it pains me to say this. I also voted for you. Like wow. And then Ida came out of nowhere and said, oh, yeah, of course, young Corey. I also voted for you as well. Like, wait, what? You voted for me? That's what. Wow. Then everybody looked at. Everybody looked at. Everybody looked at Zuko and said, "So who you vote for?" I'm like, Got the back and it says, don't you dare say you voted for your brother. Like, oh no, I voted for Yadarozu. Cause how her and my brother worked together, she seemed like had experience of leadership. So that's why I chose her. Everybody said, oh, that makes sense. They was just during their lunch. Suddenly the alarm started ringing. Everybody was panicking. Like, everyone was panicking and freaking out. Like, Zuko turned around and see one of me, because he remembered that early in the morning, him and his brother was ambushed by the media, asking them questions about how it feels to be the son of Aquaman and all the other stuff. And the father of the former Justice League member, Aquaman, like, they all get ready by questioning it. And Azawa had to say both Zuko and AJ. He said, it's just the press. So Zuko like, yo, AJ, hey, bro, you see what I'm seeing? Like, yeah, I do. How you want to handle it, huh, class president? You give me, yo, he said, how your throwing arm? Always good. All right. So AJ threw Deku to the nearby ledge of the exit. Then he shot some water in the air. So he grabbed onto the ledge and said, "Hey guys, you should calm down. It's just the media. Come on, we had the number one hero, All Might, and we have other heroes. Even Big Bro Cowder, even the pro hero Cowder is here. So we are fine. You don't need to freak out." He landed using everybody saw it was just the media. Everybody went back to their table and started eating their lunch. So they skipped to because Deku and AJ was doing some training with Cowder. They went to the next day at the USJ event. So as I said, you guys get in your hero uniform or just be in your gym uniform because we about to go to the USJ. So everybody got in their school their hero outfits. Everyone, Zuko was sitting in the back, sitting next to Suyu and talking. Everybody was talking about what their quirks were and who being the top heroes, and see what type of hero they gonna be. So with the Bakugo, like, yeah, probably Bakugo won't be a great hero because of his attitude. And Bakugo said, "What the hell you say?" And Kaminari said, "It's crazy how we just met you and we already know your personality." He said, "You can say that again." Like, say that again and I'll kill you. Like, see, same man. It was right up said, "You're not gonna be a good hero with that type of attitude, Bakugo." They're like, "What the hell?" See? Yeah. Hey, Curry. I'm like, oh, what is this, dude? It's like, you do have your power. Your power is it reminds me of Aquaman. A little bit of Aquaman's. And also you too, AJ. why is that? I'm like, oh, oh man, this is gonna be coming out eventually. Because our father is Aquaman, and our mother is Mary. Because my brother got his powers from our dad Aquaman. Everybody was like, wait, you both the son of Aquaman? Yeah. He said, yep, we are. Rubbing his head like, what? It was was a member of the Justice League. Like, yeah, he was. Because he retired, they started a family. He's trying to run up and still ruler of Atlantis. So, so Commodore say, "Whoa, you both are princes?" Like, yeah, we prince. So yeah, we're prince of Atlantis. And I got my quirk from his strength, and I could communicate with animal from my father, and I had the water and ice manipulation from my mother. So the immense strength, communicate to all aquatic animals. The commoner said, "Hey, can you?" Like, no, she's a human. Even though she had her quirk is basically frog-like, I can't control her. So anything aquatic, I can communicate, or bring, or they can help me, are my greatest allies. If you try to fight me in the worst place to put me at, near area with lots of water, near with water, because I can eat. That's the advantage of mine, and my brothers, because he also communicate communicate with sea animals, the aquatic animals, right, bro? And AJ said, right. Me and Zuko both have the same ability for our father, but only thing different about me, I don't have the ability of my mother. Only Zuko do. But I still beat him from time to time. Yeah, because you're older than me. That's why. Even though we're the same age, but you older than me, because you are the oldest one, bro. Everybody, I was like, wait, yeah, but you know, the carbonara said you don't look nothing the same. You do not look like nothing alike. We're not identical twins. We're just twins. The reason I have more of my mother's look, he had our father's looks. But he said, "Really? What your mother look like?" He showed the picture. He showed a picture of his mother. He's like, "What?" And everybody said, "Well, your mother really beautiful." Like, thanks. And he showed a picture of his father. He's saying, "Whoa, you really do look like." He looked at AJ and said, "Whoa, that you really do look like your father." Like, yeah. Wait, what AJ stand for? And Kirishima was like, "Hey, bro, what does AJ stand for?" Zuko said it out loud, like, "Oh, it stands for Arthur Curry Jr." Everybody said, "Wait, you looked at AJ? You're like, what? You a junior?" Like, yeah. Our father gave me his name, so I'm a junior. So that's why I just call myself. That's why I call myself AJ. And I got the name chosen by my mother. And my mother wanted to name me Azuku, so Azuku Curry. And 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 we got Arthur or AJ. And Kirishima looked at And AJ says, "So, do your mother call you AJ, or do your parent call you AJ, or they just call you Arthur?" Oh, sometimes they call me AJ, sometimes they call me Arthur, but my friends just call me AJ, and I like to be called AJ because my father also named Arthur, so that's why sometimes they just call me AJ because it's gonna be confusing to tell my mother because we both had the same first name. Oh, so after a while of talking and more explaining about their parents and they, everything about Atlantis, they finally arrived to the USJ. 13 greet them. Araka started fangirling out like Deku looked at Uraraka. Zuki looked at Uraraka and said, Uraraka, are you okay? Like, oh, yeah, fine. I'm just a huge fan of 13. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. He looked at his brother like, you feel that, bro? Like, yeah, something bad about to happen. Remember what Big Bro Calder told us? It's flashback last night. Both Zuku and AJ was training with Calder. After they done their training, Calder warned them like, "Let me warn you two. Yeah, don't under. I need to tell you something about you need three people you need not to underestimate." Zuko said, "What is it? Who are the people we would not need to underestimate?" I have to say my father. You can't underestimate my father, the Black Manta. Zuko's why I say, wait, the Black Manta, your father? My father told me he was dead. He wasn't. He was badly injured, and in the fight of Atlantis. So, so he was not recovered. Just be careful around Black Manta, and your also both of you have to be careful of your uncle, Ocean Master, and Black Manta's sidekick, Devil Ray. You have to be careful of those three people. And both Luke and AJ nodded and said, "All right." Then back to the present. Lucas said, "Is it isn't it is it Black Manta or Ocean Master or that Stingray fellow?" He said, "I don't know. We gotta stay in guard." So they went to the someone said, "Hey, where am I at? I thought you were supposed to be here." And 13 put out a number, and Kirishima know what she means. So he said, "Oh, so only got 3 hours left of this on his bus." Luke caught what 13 was doing. Like, huh? Why she pointing out three fingers? He just shoved his shoulder and just went. Kirishima said, suddenly a portal came in. Like Kirishima said, "Well, I can't believe we actually got fake villains." Like, as I would say, they ain't fake villains. They're real ones. 13 protect the students. And they'll spring into action like why he needs backup. Like 13 grab Mizuki's like it's too dangerous. Like suddenly suddenly two figures came out behind the portal. A man with a with a with a stingray like helmet with a black arm or glowing streaks. Like Deku's eye wide and say, it's Black Manta. And also AJ's eye wide like, really? Dang it, it's Black Manta. Zuko just pushed through 13 arm away, jumped towards Black Manta, and summoned his water blades to collide with his laser sword. Interesting. The son of Aquaman finally is here. I'm expecting you to be here. Now my job would be way easier to kill you. Finally, AJ about to come and assist his brother. Suddenly, Stingray came out of nowhere, blasted. He blocked it with his. He blocked it like, what the? Huh. No way you're not gonna interrupt my master. Master, interrupt my master. Interfere with my master's fight. Like, huh? So you must be you must be devil, right? Huh? Let me just. I could take care of you. They both Devil Ray and AJ started their fight. So after a while, he teleported everyone to the area. So Monoma went to the war area with Sue. Suddenly, a man with a huge trident said, he said, Black Manta, let me handle it. Suddenly he said, oh, fine. He jumped away like, hey, Zuko said, hey, get back here, like, huh. He grabbed hold of Zuko like, I recognize this out. This, huh. I can't believe Bastard had a son. You have two. Tell your bastard or father. I said, oh, I said hello. Then slam Zuko all the way up to freaking punched side punched Zuko all the way up to the shipwreck area, crashing into the water. Zuko opened his eyes, saying, "What the?" He swimming around. He saw two water villains about to attack him. Suddenly, Suyu crashed on and said, "Grab Zuko with our tongue and swam to the ship area." Like, huh? What happened? Suyu said, "That guy with that weird trident punched you, side slammed you to the area. So it's just you?" He said, "Oh, it's just you, Sue." Like, no, Ribbit. It's me and Monoma. And you see Monoma, and grab him on, let him go. Monoma said, "Oh, thank you, Asui. No problem. Please just call me Sue." Like, oh, sorry about that, Sue. Like, Ribbit. Like, so it make no sense. So the villains. So it don't make no sense why they brought both me and you into this area. It makes sense to bring us to the fire, to the flame area. Because with my ability to manipulate the waters, I could easily. It's a huge. Remember I said it's a huge. I have a huge advantage in the water because I am Atlantean, and you also have an advantage too, Sue, because your quirk is frog based, so it's better. It's best in the water. So yeah. So they must would have cog and just sent it in a random area. Yeah. So, cause I already know. So you say you have a frog-based quirk. So if you explain her quirk, she said she could so stick in the walls and camouflage and her is like a minor. It's an acidic. It's like a little acidic in there. But it's only numbs it. It probably won't work much. And Monoma's explained about his quirk because Zuko already knew about Monoma's quirk because they were a team in the Hero vs. Villain attack. So Zuko said, "Okay, allow me to handle these villains because I'm faster in the water. I could probably take them all out." Zuko straight up dived into the water and started fighting against the say 6 water villains. So after a while, Zuko finally finished with the last of the water villains. Then he tied them up with his water lasso, threw them onto the ship, and froze them, causing them not to move no more. Said, "All right, they've been handled. Let's head back. Help Aizawa. I hope he made it out. Hopes he can get Cowder in them." Yeah, all right. Then they were swimming. All right. You got, you gotta go to the entrance. I'm gonna help Mr. Aizawa. And Deku ran to the entrance, seeing Aizawa getting gang banged, getting jumped by both Ocean Master and Black Manta, and seeing Devil Ray almost taking out his brother. He couldn't. So he had two choices. He got to save his brother from Devil Ray, or save Aizawa from both Ocean Master and Black Manta. So he shows his brother because he one shot because Devil Ray about to shoot his wrist blasters at AJ's head. He said, "No!" He dashed toward. He created a water trident and threw it at Stingray, causing him to be impaled to the wall of the USJ. He said, "What the hell? I can't move." Like, Luke grabbed, like, AJ, you all right? He said, "Yeah, I'm fine." All right, you can still fight. Like, yeah, of course. Okay, let's go help Mr. Aizawa. Like, right. Then both AJ and Zuko both dash towards Black Manta and Ocean Master. Ocean Master. So the bastard do have two sons. Let Uncle Ocean Master show you what a true Atlantean warrior is made of. Suddenly, Ocean Master shot, usually trying to zap both Zuko and AJ with lightning. You could dodge it, forming a water shield, blocking the attack. He said, "AJ now." The AJ jumped toward Ocean Master, punching him dead in his face. His triangle was twirling in the air as Deku caught it. Then he straight shocked Ocean Master with his own trident to be knocked out. Izuku said, "Whoa, this trident is pretty powerful. Maybe I should keep this." And so he aimed trying at Black Manta, hitting him with lightning, but he dodged it. Suddenly, Shigaraki said, "No move, attack the redhead kid." And Kirishima said, "Which redheaded kid?" Like Kendall said, "Which redheaded kid?" "The boy." What boy? Like the one with the blue eyes. like oh. Suddenly the noble charged toward Deku. Deku dodged and said, "Whoa, he pretty strong." He said, "AJ, catch." AJ caught the trident. He said, "The guy with the hand fetish is controlling that thing. Just take him out. Then that thing don't have anyone controlling him." AJ said, "Got it." He said, then he charged the lightning and zaps Shigaraki. Shigaraki dodged like mind your business. Only he saw both Suyu and Momo about to take Mr. Aizawa to safety. Shigaraki just ran past AJ and ran past Zuko about to cave both Suyu and Monoma. Deku he just bringing the action, forming two water swords, then turned it into ice. Then he dashed towards it and said, "No!" Then he slashed off. Then he slashed Shigaraki's back. Shigaraki went in pain and said, "Ah, you bastards!" Then Izuku sidekicks the mess out of Shigaraki's back, causing him to fall back. He said, "Nomu, hurry up and kill this kid." Then the Nomu was about to dash towards Zuko. Suddenly the door slammed. He said, All Might said, "I am here," ripping off his tie. He's not smiling. Then he charged straight to the Nomu. They started fighting the Nomu, like in canon. Suddenly, suddenly, Calder came saying, "Darth Vader said, Father, we meet again. This time I'm going to end this. Oh, my dear son, how have you? How's it been, my dear Calder? Like, don't you dare call me. I'm no longer your son. You never treat me like a son. Now it's time to end this." He drew out and made ice sword, made his water sword. And then he charged at his father and started having a duel. Both him and Black Manta was fighting back and forth, back and forth. After, suddenly, All Might finally launched the Nomu in the air, saying, "You got to go beyond. Plus Ultra." It launched the Nomu in the air, defeating it. Shigaraki said, no, they cheated. Like, damn it. And Kurogiri said, Master Tomura Shigaraki, we must escape. So, fine. He said, grab the two others. And Shigaraki said, oh, Black Manta, we need to go. Like, Black Manta said, fine. Till we meet again, my son. He kicked his son in the stomach, called him threw him back a few back. And Calder said, "No, I'm not letting you escape this time." Suddenly, a porter went in front of Calder. He went through it. Then he was back in the entrance, saying, "No." He's like, "Till we meet again, my son." Then he went into the portal, and the portal closed. It. Both Shigaraki, Black Manta, Devil Ray, and Ocean Master had escaped. And the unconscious Ocean Master had escaped. And at the end of the USJ, everyone was 13 was still injured, was badly injured, like in canon. Aizawa was pretty banged up. He still had that. Shigaraki still decayed his shoulder, like in canon. And he got a couple of broken ribs from Black Manta. And everybody went to the hospital to check the injuries. But so after a while, there was a 2-day break because of the incident in the USJ. After the 2-day break, but during the 2-day break, Izuku and AJ were training and Izuku gave the training that Ocean Master had to his father, saying, "I see. So my brother is alive. Is still alive, huh?" So yeah, I've been battling my brother for years. Now he came back. I think his revenge. Now you got his trying is pretty strong. And Zuko said, "So what we should do with his father? The best way is to seal it away. No, to be used again. Or you don't want to tuck it and claim it as your own. You can use it in combat." You can say, "All right, Father, I will use it." Okay. So the Aquaman gave Izuku Ocean Master Trident to add to his arsenal. So the next day they all went back to school. Aizawa was bandaged up like in canon, and he said, we're gonna be off for the next 2 weeks because we were preparing for the sports festival." And Ida said, isn't that weird that we just had a villain attack and we just plan the sports festival? I thought, yeah, if we cancel it, we show the villain so that they won. We're not gonna cancel it. So we're gonna show we still had a fighting chance, and we still here. So so after school, that we're gonna start the sports festival. You guys should focus on your training because the sports festival is the time to show the pros like you really made of, and they scout you for 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 candidates to like for hero agencies and for hero agencies and like people who don't do well in the sports festival can get kicked out from class 1A to go to like class 1B or to general studies. Like from class 1A, well, I want to say, wait, what? So if we don't do well in the sports festival, we get kicked out of class 1A? Like, yeah, exactly. So everyone, you better do well in the sports festival. Like, everybody say, all right, okay, like, yes sir. Like then after a while, they did their classes and in the homeroom. Everybody gathered around the door. They said, huh? You could tell. That's weird. I didn't know. A crowd of people like this is interesting. A with guy with purple hair says, "So this must be the people the resistance the people who survived the U.S. jet survived a villain attack." Let me introduce myself. My name is Shinzo of Class 1B, and you think you're better than us because you survived a villain attack? So, like I said, get out of my way, extra. Like, Azuki said, really? You know, would let you know you didn't call them extra because you don't know them. Like, it's just stepping stones. You know, whatever. They just stepping stones that I could beat. Like, wow. So this is why. So class 1A is just a bunch of cocky bastards. Like really, you think because of one person, we think it went up to him like, so you think we're cocky because of one person? So you're gonna get your judgment because of one person? That's stupid coming from you. Say, hey, I'm testing test on class, and I'm coming on the beach. Sure you thought? Like, come on, AJ, we need to get back. We gotta get to class, and after school, we need to do some serious training. It's a, yeah, you're right, bro. We need to. Let and ask the crowd like, can you please get out? Please get out of the way. I need to get to my class. But the crowd wasn't budging. Like, I really don't want to do this, but he's some of the whirlpool moving all the crowd away from him. Like, all right, let's go. Then after, so we're gonna talk to after school. Both Izuku and AJ about to head back home to do some training. Kirishima said, hey, Izuku, hey, AJ. Oh, Kirishima, what's up? And behind Kirishima was Monoma, like, oh, what you guys want? We just want to do some training for the first week of the first week. Like, where we gonna be out? I don't know. You guys can breathe underwater. Like what? Yeah, we going back home to do some training with Calder and our parents. Like, oh, it'll cool. It'll be okay if you ask your parents. It'll be okay. You come over to our house to train you guys. He said, all right. So they asked their parents that okay they could stay over for the remainder of 2 weeks of training. So Zuko looked at the rest of class 1A. He's like, anyone else want to come with us to train for the sports festival? Koroki said no. Said no. Ida said, "I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to in Atlantis, where you guys probably gonna head to is probably not a good place for me to be running. To be running to work on my engine quirk." And Zuko said, "Oh, I understand." And Suya said, "Okay." And said, "I'll go too." And Amina said she will go, and Kendo or Raka. Yairosa said she wasn't gonna go because she wanted to do her own little training. Tokiyami said he's not going. Ojiro said he wasn't gonna go. Shoji said he's not going. And Bakugo said he wasn't gonna go. Izuku said, "Are you sure Bakugo? You probably could learn some good fighting styles from my father." Bakugo said, "I'm not going. I said, already told you I'm not going." He said, "All right." If you, it would be cool if you can learn more about Atlantean culture from the king himself. And Yaro just thought about it and said, "Okay, I'll come. I really want to learn do want to learn more about Atlantean culture." So Yayo just decided to come. And Jared said, Jared said, "I'll also come as well." Comments already said, "Yeah, I won't go because water and lightning won't into a good mix." Oh, okay. So Bakugo, are you sure? They, yeah, how many times I have to tell you? Like, okay, okay. So, in the group I just said went to his house to train there. Like, and, Deku said, "Oh, hey, Yamarozu, can you make the other people who can't breathe underwater some scuba gear so they can follow us to our?" And Mama said, "Oh, of course." So how are we gonna get there? A boat or a submarine? Like, suddenly both Zuko and AJ both summoned for a couple of a few stingrays so they could to get there faster. Like, everybody grab a stingray and follow us. Everybody say, "What, you expect us to ride on stingray?" Yeah, and they ain't they're harmless. They're not gonna hurt you. Like, Mina said, "All right, let's do this." And Mina put on her scuba gear, put her other in her other clothes in her bag. She said, "Let's go." So everybody put on their scuba gear and grab their own stingray, and they head underwater, head to Atlantis. So we're gonna do a time skip for a few hours later, like 2 and 3 hours later. They finally made it to the entrance of Atlantis. Everybody was all in a maze, seeing how beautiful Atlantis was, and how big the area was. Everybody saw like the locals. Everybody, the local was so nice. Like, then they finally saw the palace where Deku and AJ lived, and Izuku and AJ both introduced their classmate to their mother and father. It's like, "God, this is king king of the Atlantis, Aquaman, or Aquaman, and this is our mother and queen of Atlantis, Lady Mira." And Mira said, "Oh, it's pleased to meet all of Zuko's friends. Like he said, I am the queen of Atlantis. I am Mira, and this is my husband, Aquaman." Like, "Oh, pleased to meet all of my son's friends. So you here, Zuko already informed me why y'all here. You here to get some training training done during these 2 weeks for the sports festival. See, everybody say yes, of course, and we also here to learn about the culture of Atlantis. Oh, of course. During this time, during y'all stay, we will train our Atlantean soldiers. Will train you and show you the way, show you around Atlantis, telling you about our history and culture. Everybody was excited, and Eric said, "Oh, having so many guests, it's best. It's time for I will cook up we'll cook up a feast so to welcome all you to Atlantis." Kirsten said, "All right." Then during a while they were doing some training while Mira and the chefs were cooking the feast for the guests. After a while of training, they washed up and they came to the dining area. But everyone was surprised, like, whoa, how amazing the food were, so many food. But for them, like, the area they could breathe in it, they can breathe in it because it was above with no water in the dining area, so people who were in the scuba gear could take the scuba gear off and breathe and relax. So they had a great meal, and after a while, now I'm going to skip for the 2 weeks of training. Everybody was trained, but the boys were trained by the Atlantean guards, and 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 AJ was trained by Aquaman, with his father. And Deku was trained with his mother, with his water manipulation and ice manipulation. And for the female, they was training with female warriors of Atlantis, and learning different battle strategies and fighting style to better improve their skills. And Suyu was getting better. Definitely, it was helping Suyu getting better underwater combat from the Atlantean, because she was already good with all the underwater combat, because her quirk is made for underwater combat. So finally, the day of the sports festival came. Everybody was excited, and the announcer of the first year is Midnight. Midnight was here. So President Mike and Aizawa was the commentators. President Mike was introducing both Class 1 A and B and the General Study and the Business course. And Todoroki already made his declaration of war between both Zuko and AJ. And Bakugo got pissed because Todoroki didn't give him his declaration of war. So the Midnight said, can the Zuko Curry please come up to the podium and say a few words? Everybody was like, wait. He's the class representative of the first years? Like, Bakugo said, wait, what? How the hell he's the class representative of the first year? Like, so Zuko said his speech and everybody was clapping and excited so President Mike saying, so Aizawa, who you think what you think of their obstacle gonna be when they started this race portion of the sports festival? And Aizawa straight up saying, the door. Suddenly the race started. Suddenly Todoroki flash freeze the whole entry, and he got in the first place. Zuko said, how many? Really, you think this gonna work? Zuko just touched the huge ice, and suddenly the ice went into water. And Zuko was just riding in the waves, saying, "You really thought that was gonna work against me, Todoroki?" Todoroki eyes wide, like, "What?" Suddenly, Izuku got ahead, throwing the wave of water at the robot. Suddenly, the 0 Point robot came. Todoroki used his ice to shot to freeze it in place and started. Not bad. Suddenly, Izuku used the water and freaking sliced through the 0 Point robot, and he started running on ahead. Suddenly, they got to the what they call area, the second part of the air of the race. Then both just use this just use his water, just use his immense strength and jump through the gap of the race and made it to the landmine area. I said, so what should I do? So it's gonna be the hardest thing to do to take care of. And you see Todoroki using his ice. Like, Then he just ran on the ice. Not bad. Not a bad strategy, huh? Todoroki. All you hear is Bakugo say, "Get back here, damn it!" Screaming that AJ straight running towards both Izuku and Todoroki. Izuku said, I'm done playing around. You just made the water. You just made the old surf of ice that Todoroki put on the ground and made it into water. Just drinking, riding the waves of the water, straight up making it to the first place, giving Izuku the first place. Suddenly Todoroki accidentally fell backward, hit the landmine, a huge explosion. Suddenly, AJ caught on with Izuku, grabbed on the wave, and then giving him second place. Bakugo barely made it to third place. Todoroki was in fourth, and etc. etc. So Izuku had the 1,000,000 point headband on him. Everybody was giving him killing the tent. Said, well. So guess who? So who is gonna be in my team, huh? So he was looking around. He saw Celia. Like, hey Celia, want to team up? Like, Celia said, oh, of course. I mean, then you look at AJ. You go, bro, want to work together? Like, nah, I want to go against you, Izuku. So, all right. So Izuku teamed up with Tsuyu, Mei Hasume, and Tokiyami. So Tokiyami was the riders. Tsuyu was the other writer, and also Mei Hasume, who also was wearing the jet. Gave the jetpack to Tsuyu. Like, you guys should hang on tight. I hope I don't wet your babies, May. Watch your babies, May. Like, oh, and May said, what you mean by accidentally wet my babies? Suddenly, when I said begin, and suddenly Zuko gathered up water and lifted them straight in the air. May was like Curry, you wet my babies. Like, I'm sorry. Zuko said, oh, I'm so sorry about this. The only way to keep the other contestants in grabbing the 1,000,000 point headband. So after a while, everyone tried to get a hold of Izuku's headband. Suddenly Bakugo launched itself to Izuku and his team. Suddenly Izuku just grabbed it, blasted Bakugo back on the ground. So Sarah had to catch him. So suddenly, after a while, Midnight said time's up, and the Izuku team got in first place. AJ team was second. Bakugo team was in third. His Todoroki team was fourth. and etc. etc. Hold on. Okay, then it's midnight. Now it's the final fight is gonna be the one-on-one fights. So, so the tenth, so for the round one is gonna be Izuku versus Shinzo. Round two is gonna be Todoroki versus Sarah. Round three is gonna be Ibarra versus. I'm gonna change it a bit, so I'm gonna change it to Kendo versus Kam, Kaminari. Ida versus Mei Hasume. Mina versus AJ. Momo versus Tokiyami. And Kirishima versus Tetsu. And Asui versus Bakugo. So the Shinzo was about to tell Izuku good luck. He was about to say thank you, but Ojiro grabbed his mouth with his tail and said, "Don't say a word, Curry." The Ojiro explained what Shinzo quirk was. He probably have a type of mind control quirk because he could, once he answered his question, he wasn't in control of his body. He said, Lucas, "Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me this." So the first round begins. So with Izuku versus Shinzo. So Izuku wasn't saying anything. Shinzo tried to insult Izuku and everything. So Izuku just straight ran towards Shinzo and just straight decked him in the face and not saying a word. Like, why you ain't saying, like, Shinzo finally realized, like, that tail guy told you what my quirk was, didn't he? Like, he put a thumbs up and like, damn it. So he just ran towards him, trying to fight trying to fight Izuku. He was just dodging and dodge. So, Izuku in his head like, I had to hold back because if I go all out, I would accidentally break him. Cause I'll be shatters all his bones. So Izuku just finger flicks at Shinzo, knocking, pushing him all the way back, pushing him out of balance. And then I said Izuku Curry wins. Suddenly, second round of the first round, second fight of the first round, Todoroki won like exactly like in canon, flash freezing Shero. So the third fight of the first round, Kendo versus Kaminari. Kaminari tried to use 300 million volts to Kendo. Kendo just easily used her big fist to block the lightning strike. So 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 Kaminari became stupid. So Kendo just knocked out Kaminari using a karate chop, giving her the win. So for the fourth round of the fourth fight of the first round, it happened the same like in canon. Mei Hasume used Ida as a walking asthmatizer and then just left the ring, showing just because she was satisfied to predate all her babies to all the offer to all the offers to everyone. And Ida was upset, saying, "How dare you do that?" Yada yada yada. Then the fifth fight of the first round was AJ versus Mina. And Mina, so it was a good. So Mina tried to throw her acid at AJ. AJ just easily dodged it. So he just dashed toward Mina and punched her, created her gut, using only like saved 30% of his strength, causing her to push her back out of balance, giving him the win. So it was Tokiyami versus Yari versus Momo. So it's gonna be a little bit different from Candy because she did train with the Atlanteans during the 2 months of training. So Momo had better strat. So Zuki did told Yari about during the 2 weeks of training that Tokiyami weakness from Dark Shadow was light about attacks. So So Momo made 6 flashbang and threw that at Tokiyami. Tokiyami said, "What hell are those?" Like bang, all 6 flashbangs was set off. Dark Shadow was shrunk down, and Momo just used her staff to knock Tokiyami out of balance, giving her the win. So then the sixth round of the first the sixth round of the first round, the sixth fight of the sixth round was Kirishima versus Tetsu. Kirishima easily won with Tetsu because with his hardening court and the mixture of one for all gave him the edge to beat Tetsu. So in the final fight of the first round, it was Bakugo versus Tsuyu. It was a good fight. Bakugo was going. Tsuyu was straight beating up Bakugo, and Bakugo was using explosions to beat up Tsuyu. After a while of a good fight, Bakugo ended up winning. And Tsuyu went to the infirmary. Izuku was upset because Bakugo went. He understand that it was to show off his strength, but he went a little too hard on her. And he said, "I can't wait to fight him." So the second round about to begin. Izuku was about to head to the ring, and suddenly Endeavor he said, "Hey, Curry. So you must be the son of Aquaman." Izuku said, "Yeah, cool. So, and you must be the number 2 hero at Endeavor. What do you want?" I want you to I want you to make Shoto use his fire. Hold on. There's really no point if he does use his flame against me. I have a weakness. You have a weak. My power is a huge weakness for his fire side. I have water, so it's no point for him to even use his fire against me. So I don't know why you're asking me to make him use his flame. It's gonna be pretty much useless against me. But okay, I'll try. I never said whatever. And he walked off. Both at midnight, both at the moment, both Suzuki and Todoroki. It's like, all right, Todoroki, let's go. You better not hold back on me, or I'll be. So, you just get this. Oh, so you better just use your flame. You better just use your fire against me. Todoroki said, "So my father told you to make me use my fire, huh?" Like, yep. But even if you do use your fire, it's not gonna work against me anyway because of my water. Basically, none of your quirk won't even work against me. I could easily make your ice into water and use it as my advantage. So it's gonna be an easy win for me. So the midnight said begin. Suddenly, Todoroki just shot a huge ice pillar at Midori, not at Zuku. Zuku just put both of his hands out and made the ice into water. Pretty much said, "Whoa, did Curry just made show those ice pillars into water?" Then he straight said, "Really? I told you your ice won't work against me. I can easily just make it into water and use it against you. You're pretty much useless. Your quirk is pretty much useless against me." So Zuko just straight shot the water back at Todoroki. Shot the water right towards Todoroki. Todoroki used his ice to try to block the water. It was right in his eyes, so Zuko said, "All right, well, fuck it." And he released his water, and he turned the ice that Todoroki was riding on into water, causing to fell on the ring. It's like, really, man, You're really making a fool out of yourself. Just use your fire already. And Todoroki said, "No, I'm not gonna use his quirk." Like what? Then he tried to shoot him with an ice pillar. Zuko just made that in the water. He said, "Really, man? It's not his quirk. It's your quirk." Todoroki had that flashback of his mother. They finally used his flames. Said, "You want me to go? I will become a hero." Like finally, he went all out. It still won't work. Suddenly, Todoroki shot all you hear is Endeavor say. All you see is Endeavor screaming out, "Shoto!" And his sweat drops like really. Encounters was when his rubbing his face palm and said, "Oh, I can't. I feel bad for this. I feel bad for this boy, the young Todoroki." Then all you hear is Aquaman in the ring screaming out, "Come on, Zuko, you better beat him!" Like, dear, you're embarrassing our son. Zuko started blushing. Dang it, Dad. Dang it, Father. So you also have embarrassing parents, don't you? Yeah, my father is embarrassing. But he's right. I do have to beat you. Good luck. Then shot a wave of fire at Zuko. Zuko just shot a wave of water at him, calling the arena to steam up. So Zuko forms two water hammers, turning into ice hammers. Hitting Shoto on his rib, causing him Winston pain. Then straight uppercut him with the other hammer. Then he threw the hammer at Todoroki, pushing him straight out of balance, giving Zuko the win. Finally, the steam finally let up, seeing Todoroki out of balance and Zuko still in the ring. And Midnight called the match, saying Zuko Curry wins. Now for the second round of the fight with Ida versus Kendo. So Kendo, you try to use his reciprocal bird, try to kick Kendo, but Kendo dodged it and used her big fist to not put Ida out of balance, giving her the win. So the fight between AJ and Yarosa began. Yarosa uses her created a stab and started trying to hit AJ and trying to. God, AJ just keep dodging, grab her staff and kick y'all. She let go of the staff set. Then and AJ saying, "I don't want to hurt you, Yarosa, but I need to win this." Then he was twirling the staff, said, "Bring it on." Then Momo made another staff, said, "All right then." Then they started colliding using staff skills, using bow combat. So after a while, AJ spin kicked Momo, causing her to get kicked out of balance, giving AJ the win. He said, "Wow, Momo, during you 2 weeks of training with the Atlantean really paid off." He offered her his hand, and Momo grabbed it and said, "Good, you really did good. You really did it was a good fight." And Momo said, "Yeah, it was." And it's President Michael said, "Whoa, that was a good sports. I love the smell of good sportsmanship." And do you agree? Do you agree, Eraserhead? Yeah, yeah. You're pretty good sport. It is a. I love. Yeah, whatever. Suddenly, so the next fight was Kirishima versus Bakugo. Kirishima was using 30% of One for All, try to knock Bakugo out and try to push him. But Bakugo was straight using his explosions, trying to explode Kirishima back, but it didn't work because Kirishima was doing hardcore, was doing some major hard training with both with Zuku and AJ, going all out, punching them. So Kirishima unlocked his unbreakable mode. So he went unbreakable against Bakugo, punching him straight in his gut, causing him to fall out of balance. He mixed it with his one. So Kirishima mixed his unbreakable mode with his One for All, giving Kirishima the win. So for the final round, it was a Zuku versus Kendo and Kirishima versus AJ. Oh. And that, I'm going to leave it off you guys. I'm sorry I ended it with a cliffhanger. So be looking forward to Thursdays, because I'm going to do part 3 of What If Deku Was the Son of Aquaman. And tomorrow, I'm going to do the finale of What If Deku Was the Red Hood. And on Friday, be looking forward to a new What If on Friday after, towards a new What If. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you put the bell notification to never miss a video. Have been your boy, the Hollow Panther. Wishing all my fellow Hollow a great day. Peace.